race. Hippo S has done a race. Unfortunately, he did lose it, but I'm sure that if he knows he's going to be up against AmazingAmpharos, he's going to try his hardest to make some good riding decisions and some good executions. We are starting off here, AmazingAmpharos in Sanctuary, Hippo in Link's house, just a heart piece in the Sanctuary, and the flutes in Link's house. All right.
I saw a small key in the Sanctuary.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I think it was. I was thinking something else.
Yeah. All right. As long as we're on the same page here, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know how. Maybe we should have checked our hashes before we started here to make sure we're commentating the same race.
Yeah, I think we're good. You're right. It's a key. I just misspoke.
Man, this is a really fortunate start for Hippo because he's got the flute, and that's huge. AA and I are both big proponents of starting by going to Kakariko immediately. But if you have something like the flute, a bottle, the boots, or maybe something else I can't think of right now, that would be helpful to have once you get to Kakariko, then you're gaining a huge advantage by getting that flute before you go to Kakariko, because now AA is going to have to get that flute later and then come back to Kakariko with it to activate it. But Hippo can activate it on his first time there.
Yeah, definitely. We get the blue mail in the forest tree. And also, Hippo S did happen to find a bottle inside the Uncle Cave, so not only is he going to get that flute activated, but he's also going to be able to check that sick kid location as well. So that was also a very good, definitely a really good starting position for him, for sure.
Yeah. Both of them taking advantage of the tree pull for 4 single bombs each time, and that's extremely useful. Your goal always is to try to get bombs by the time you get to Kakariko. You need 3 to full clear Kakariko. So, it looks like Hippo's routing is paying off a little bit at the start here. He's gonna be right behind AA going into Kakariko.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, all the bomb places will open up some more rupees that they can gain. Wow, mushroom, hammer, cape.
And a single arrow.
And a single arrow.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much going. No, not really. And 10 more arrows too. But yeah, for sure, getting bombs early will open up these locations they won't have to come back for later, and there's lots of rupees in this back cave here too, so if they need to buy more bombs, they'll be able to do that as well.
I wouldn't be buying bombs with the free tree pulls and the hammer in hand.
Oh, that is a good point, yeah.
You gotta save up for we got a glove and a hammer. My goodness. And a moon pearl.
Oh.
We are go for Dark World right now.
Yeah, Dark World is definitely open now, so nice Dark World starting kit here in Kakariko.
Man, a concern right now is that there's just no money to pay the bottle vendor. And a book, nice. The seat is too open. Should we be playing a kind of open mode or something?
It definitely is open, and one good thing about Hippo getting this flute early is if he does have to wait a little bit for the bottle vendor, it's right there if you ever need to flute back to it. So
yeah,
that is good for him. But yeah, AmazingAmpharos will have to make the trip back for that, along with probably the flute activation and the sick kid check as well.
Man, I kind of expected to see AA just go straight to Dark World, but
yeah, with his execution, I would not be surprised with a play like that, for sure.
Imagine he's not going to save and quit from there, though. So he's got to be heading back. Oh, there must have been something at the
Yeah, I think
race
there
game. I
was
couldn't see
something
it.
there.
I couldn't see it at all. I don't know what it was. We'll find out in a second, I suppose.
Yeah, you know these runners, they've memorized even just like the border of all the items, so they don't need to see very much on the screen to actually see what the item is, so it's always a split-second check.
Alright, Sick Kid, just a piece of heart, so he's not missing on that. Oh, we got Quake there.
Ooh, Quake Medallion, that's pretty good.
Interesting. It's tempting if you're just looking at that to maybe just leave it and say I'll come back for that if I need it, but at the same time then you got to remember that and try to route it in later, and it might be best to just do it right away. I think AA is going to go ahead and go through escape right away, or he's going to not go through escape, he's going to do the southern shore. Oh, he's going straight to Dark World. Never mind.
Okay. I can understand this play because there are 5 chests right here that you can check, and
yeah,
it's also kind of nice to kind of get those 2 other locations, although you may not be able to do digging game with his rupees right now. But you have those 2 other locations to the up and to the left a little bit as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his plan will be after what has at times been known as Hype Cave, at other times given it other names. Man, having that blue mail is nice for early Dark World 2. Oh, we got a cane! That's already a little bit of hype.
Yeah, definitely.
And silver arrows. And a piece of heart. And a red rupee. Another red rupee. But silver's in a cane, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, for sure. We don't know what the Dark World dungeons are yet, and there is a possibility for a big key being in right side Ganon's tower, so definitely good to have that, and silvers just makes the Ganon fight so much faster, so 2 great items to pick up now.
Hey, we got some sound. Nice. Thanks, Fiesel. So Hippo is checking the South Shore here. So far, not paying off.
Got a map check.
Green pendant at Hera, 5 at the desert, and 2 at Eastern.
Okay, that's not too bad. You like seeing those crystals in Light World because they're just very, very fast dungeons.
Oh, I bet AA will do a fake powder glitch here. That's my expectation. Got anything in the mini Moldorm cave here? Ooh, first sword at the digging game. Paying off for AA. Nice.
Didn't seem like there was anything in mini Moldorm cave though, unfortunately.
We're getting a lot of spots checked pretty quickly here.
Yeah, and a lot of different, like, variations in the spots being checked as well. Not a lot of, aside from Kakariko, not a lot of the same locations have been checked for both of these runners.
Mushroom, just 20 rupees. Just a red herring today. Back of escape. There's AA's first bottle, and a map. This isn't Key Sanity, so the map isn't quite as helpful as it is some days.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I always say when Key Sanity is brought up, we'll probably have a Key Sanity tournament like next year or something.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, in the faraway location of Ice Cave, we have another bottle. 3 of the bottles have been found now.
That's number 3. Whoa! Wait, where did AA get that hook shot?
That may have been the Stumpy item, because the stream kind of at least froze for me when that happened.
It must have been, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only location I don't think we saw, and we may say it again here on Hippo's side anyway. And for someone in chat asking where was Kane, Kane was actually in the Dark World Head Cave, which Hippo is getting ready to check from the look of things.
All right. AA is gonna go ahead and do the sick kit here. I want to see if he does the fake powder. I'm curious. This is a good time to do it if you're gonna do it. Man, those pig dudes getting wrecked.
It looks like he is. He is.
Gotta run out his magic. Use the cane quick and then immediately switch to the powder and... What's he get? Probably nothing, but... Another sword! Oh my god. Wow. That certainly paid off.
Yeah, that was that definite payoff right there.
Alright, so this sword is a sequence break. Like, the ether tablet is open to him, but it's a sequence break that he can check it. Yep, there's the hook shot for confirmation from the Stumpy.
Yeah.
I think it's faster to just flute from the Smithy's house back to Kakariko if you're gonna make this walk, but
yeah,
it's something you might not think about.
Yeah, it'd be seconds faster, but yeah, still faster for sure. And yep, AmazingAmpharos making the play on some
probably
Village of Outcast and maybe even Skull Woods too.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have the fire rod, so.
Well, checking the items in there maybe.
Yeah, he'll probably do the front, and he does have the cane even too, so he can go ahead and do the quick check on the back section. The vanilla big key chest.
Yeah, it makes that Gypto room a lot faster to get through.
For sure. Always fun being in the Dark World with 4 hearts. We got item number 1 in Skullwoods already. Red rupees. Or 1 red rupee.
If he does not get a key here, he'll have to go the other way around to get out of here. Oh, wow, yep, he will. But yeah, both items have been found, so he's probably going to just leave when he gets done because he can't do anything else in here.
That's why I'm not a fan of taking that drop in general, because it ends up putting you through 2 useless rooms quite often.
Yeah, and I find, especially in this newer version 27, unlike version 26, there just doesn't seem to be like value in here as much as there used to be, just in the change of versions.
Did A just skip the chest?
He has both items. So...
Oh, he got both items. Okay, I didn't see the second. What was the second one? Nothing?
It was just an air capacity upgrade, so nothing major.
Yeah, that's the epitome of nothing right there.
Ooh, there's where the rupees have been hiding on Death Mountain.
Yeah, Hippo's found a couple of rupee stashes already. AA is still stuck at 95. Definitely a good time to give the Bumper Cave a check there, since he's already got the cape and convenient time coming out from Skullwood's check there. So I bet he'll go straight into Thieves. Would make me a bit nervous going in there and with only 4 hearts, but I think he'll go for it.
Okay, we got Boots in Paradox Cave.
Oh wow.
And he still has 5 more chests to check as well, so he can still find some other worth in here as well.
Oh, now we got 5 hearts. That's perfectly good for Thieves' Town.
Also got Bombos in this 5-chest cave, and well, some other assortments of goodies, but just Bombos being the major item in there. And the blue boomerang in the chess game.
So the boots are obviously a big find.
Yeah, for sure.
Both
not
in.
only...
Oh, there's our 3rd medallion
Okay,
already.
well.
Wow. So once they get the mitts and the mirror, then they can go and check that, or go and fetch that. Oh, tempered sword for AA now already in Thieves.
Wow.
Have we had a map check from either one in the Dark World yet?
If there was, it seems like our tracker got it for us.
Yeah. I didn't notice it, but
yeah, I didn't either, actually.
it looks like Skullwoods and Turtle Rock are the other 2 pendants. So that's significant because that means that the ice rod will not be required. We don't need to worry about the medallions since we know where those all are.
I missed it just for a brief second. I thought that's what it was, but flippers were on the Death Mountain Spectacle Rock top of location.
Oh, on top of Spectral Rock, and there's the mirror for AA.
Yep.
Wow.
So when he gets to Death Mountain, he'll be able to pick up those flippers now.
Yep. Hippos is gonna have to make another trip back up there. It's not that time consuming though, considering he'll have the hook shot and the boots and the well, whatever else he might need. That's mostly what he'll need.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
oh no!
Oh gosh, yeah. It lands on the railing too of the little platform.
Yeah, if you're not like fluent with your execution of that bonk back to the other side, then that little spark will start chasing you, and you gotta make some space, and it can end up looking silly or just plain costing you a bunch of time when he knocks you off.
Anyway, you were mentioning that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, yeah, that fire rod is not necessarily required in this seed. That would be fun to have a fire rodless seed.
That is true. Yeah, the only circumstance where it would be required in this case is if obviously there's an item in those dungeons, or if there's something, if you need to go to the right side of Ganon's tower and you don't know the lamp strategy for that room, which is really I don't want to say convoluted, but kind of difficult to pull off and kind of annoying to pull off.
Yeah, but the pedestal is already dead. We know that much. So
couldn't Bo still be on there?
Oh wait, yeah. Bo can be on the pedestal. You're right. I guess that'd be the only thing. I was thinking of all the no, we've got everything for Swamp, but the Bo is a big thing, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Bo. But yeah, everything else has like some sort of like item block that we need still. So yeah, that is probably I think the only item at this point that it could be that we might need.
Now that you mention it, like that doesn't seem that far out of the realm of possibility that Bo could be there.
Really not. I mean,
but it's still a pretty rare circumstance to see it there. So, all right, what do we got? The bonk rocks here. Just a piece of heart.
But yeah, I think it'd be more likely for Bo to be like maybe in a pendant dungeon, like maybe even Turtle Rock, than it would be at the pedestal at this point.
So Hippo's gonna get his third bottle back here. I don't really understand using the bomb so much there when you've got the boots. You can just run into the wall, but
Must really want to keep that bonk count low.
well, bonks don't count when they make the
Oh, they don't? Okay.
solve the puzzle noise.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Alright. Hippo's gonna go straight to desert. He can't complete desert, but there's always a chance of something good being in here, of course.
It may even be the item he needs to complete it too, so we'll see.
Yeah. And it's just an interesting choice to go to desert first when you can't finish it.
Yeah, I get that.
Alright, AA is making use of his mirror right away. See if he gets anything out of this. $100, which he'll take right now since he still has almost no money. And AA is gonna go ahead and check the mini Moldorm cave here.
Unfortunately, there was nothing of major note in the mini Moldorm cave, but still, like, I can understand checking this out before it gets too late.
Yeah. I don't quite know why. I don't know. I think I'd want to try to put it off, maybe. It'd be a good thing to combo with Swamp, perhaps.
Yeah, I could see that.
And because he's just flippers away from being able to do Swamp. We know where the flippers are, and you can go get them. He doesn't know where they are, of course, but...
Yeah, him going to Death Mountain would be a really good play, because he would be able to pick up some more items that he could use.
Alright, so...
There we go.
Hippos has cleared, and there must still be an item at the land molas. But he can't get it, of course. So, what was on the ledge here? Just a heart. Alright. Oh, it's the sink heart.
Ooh, nice. But yeah, considering how low health the beginning of this seed was, I don't blame them for picking up a few extras, especially if they're quick to get like that one. Ooh, Hippo did not check Aghanim while he was in the area.
Yeah, I don't feel Aghanim a high priority location, but he did have the mirror in the last race I was just watching.
Yeah, definitely not high priority, but it's still just one of those things where, like, he was in the area, so could have been a quick check there, and if it did have something, he would have been covered for it later.
It certainly doesn't seem like there would be a more convenient time to go back there. AA is going to take a little longer to get his boots up on Death Mountain since he's got the mirror and the book already. He's going to do all these other checks before getting to the east side, and might even do all of Hera before getting over there.
Yeah, that looks like the case.
Alright, Hippo's got his items out of Skullwoods, so he'll probably head on, maybe over to Bumper Cave and then to the south as well.
Yeah, we'll probably go into Thieves Town very soon, take care of all that, get his mirror, and then that will open up a couple of other things too that he can check along the way.
Yeah, since he's already got the mirror and the boots, or since he's got the boots and he's going to be getting the mirror shortly, assuming he goes to Thieves Town, I wonder if he'll then do the north side of the Dark World, since he can access the grave with the mirror.
yeah, he will for sure.
Because that would be something we haven't seen yet, and it seems like the myths is the #1 thing we need to look out for here. Oh, that's a bad mistake by A.
Not to mention, he does not have the boots either, so he's not going to be able to bonk back over.
Yeah. I'm a proponent of bomb jumping if you don't have hookshot plus boots.
Yeah, I think in that case, bomb jumping would have been a good call.
Right, but you definitely have to be solid with it because it's easy to fall off there in multiple different ways. So
yeah.
All right, so these guys are kind of cleaning up after what the other one has already done.
Hippo got his Master Sword. Will not be getting Tipper Sword for a while unless he also knows the really cool.
No, he gave away his mushroom.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so he will not be able to get
no!
that sword.
AA fell down the middle hole on Moldorm. This is a unusually bad Hera for him. He realizes the penalties of falling in these places, and he affords it at all costs.
Yeah, especially in a case like that where you have like an extra screen transition too. Just very, very costly falling down that middle one.
Oh god. Alright, he's good. And a red rupee. Man. Fire source, bow, and mitts here. Oh, hey, it's just gonna check the nope. Oh, an immediate spike cave check. Interesting. He does have the cape, so this is perfectly within the logic here. Gotta make sure you switch to the cape ahead of time, because if you switch to it at the last minute, it for some reason won't let you use it right away.
And looks like he's going to make it just in time and gets just a red rupee.
Yeah. I expect we'll see him go and check the East Death Mountain now right away.
To answer chat's question, Bombos is actually in Paradox Cave. He'll find Boots and Bombos in those two caves, both on different floors.
I'd have to imagine we'll see AA head from here to Swamp Palace right away. Hippo doesn't have the flippers, so I'm not quite sure what his plan would be. If it would be going right back up for those flippers, or I would like to see that North Dark World check.
Looking at what he has right now, I can imagine that being a thing because, yeah, getting flippers will fully open Swamp at that point. And 6 items in there, that's got to be a good value location and probably a good place to draw out those myths that they're still looking for.
So AA sees the ether up there. We'll find out as soon as we get myths if that's actually required for Meyer.
One of the good things about myths kind of being a item that you're missing when you're kind of at this point in the randomizer is that myths does block 3 dungeons from being entered, and from that you can kind of, like, when you get to this point, you can kind of start pinpointing where they could be, and that's why I kind of said earlier that Swamp would be a good call, just because there are 6 items and you don't need the myths to get in there. So
Yeah, and AA can also do the Bombos tablet check in addition to Swamp here.
that is
So it'll be a
correct.
nice combination of things. All right. I'm not quite sure why he bothered going back into his portal. Oh, I guess he had to.
Oh.
Never mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't have the myths. Forget what I said. So the answer is not there. It's looking like either this swamp Bombos area here, or maybe pod or catfish. Or Eastern, I guess. We haven't even been to Eastern.
Oh, yeah, we haven't. We haven't even seen Sashrala, have we?
We have not seen Mr. What's-His-Face over there.
Yeah, wow. It's not very often you don't see that being checked, like, right away.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm drawing up an ideal route, then I don't check him for a long time. Because if you get the items you need to do other things, you only go to that area once you have the bow.
That's true, yeah. I can get that.
It is definitely going to be doing the full clear route of Swamp here.
I guess one incentive that they have to maybe check in that area is they do have the green pendant as well, so that could also be something.
Yeah, but they'll get there in time.
Yeah, for sure.
Just not a priority, but definitely something to remember. I've certainly once or twice gone into Sahasrahla already having the green pendant and forgotten to talk to him and gotten the items out of the back.
Yeah, I suppose that could be kind of a downside of not checking that earlier, because then you've done a bunch of stuff, you get the green pendant, and you just don't think about that. But chat pedestal has not been checked yet.
Yeah, they didn't really have an opportunity to check pedestal. They were only in the front of Skullwoods, and they didn't get the mirror until after that. So, might not be a while before we check it. The only item that we need that can be at the pedestal right now is the bow. So, it's much more likely that it'll just show up in one of these dungeons here pretty soon. Just a piece of heart at, or not a piece of heart, but a full heart at Bombos.
We have still not found anything yet in Swamp, but there's still some locations in the back.
Yep, lots of things left to check. We do get the big key at the front, so we don't have to worry about a re-entrance or anything.
That's always nice.
So Hippo's done a few more overworld spots than AA, but otherwise has about the lead that you see, or AA has about the lead that you see here. About halfway through Swamp.
Yeah, I'd say he'd have that lead in progress, and then also just having the tempered sword as well. That's gonna make the Argus fight a lot faster.
That is true. It will. It might speed it up by like a third of the time or so.
Yeah, for sure. Just only one strike as opposed to two with the Master Sword is that time really starts to add up.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get the gold sword in here at this rate.
That's true. That could happen as well.
Oh, flippers need to be added to the tracker for Hippo, I guess. He did pick them up.
Yeah, they do.
We do have the flipper spots to check as well.
Yeah, we definitely have that.
The hobo all the way up to Zora. So it doesn't look like we had much of anything in Swamp yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I've not seen anything else.
Not too surprising. It is kind of a disappointing dungeon often.
Yeah, you always think it's going to have something because it has 6 items, but it just seems like it's mostly items you don't need. And yep, there we go. Swamp fully cleared and no progression, really.
As far as the big bomb and Pyramid Fairy goes, the only thing that could be there that's of interest is the mitts, since we need the bow for Pod and the fire source for Desert.
Now, one thing we could see, due to the newest version of the logic, version 27, is the bow logic for Palace of Darkness has changed a bit. In the previous version, it could really only be in 3 locations if it is in Palace of Darkness. Now I think it can be in more locations. It kind of accounts for like all the keys you can get in that dungeon a little better. So Palace of Darkness does have a little more value to maybe find the bow, but I think there's still probably some other locations you'd want to check before that.
All right, just 20 rupees at Egina. Yeah, AA hasn't checked any of the boot spots that are in the northern overworld, so he might want to make that whole circuit when he's done here, after he's finished getting his nothing out of desert. It certainly is the most logical time to come and do this, though.
Yeah, I'd say so as well.
I don't expect him to bother with that heart that's on the ledge down there. If anything, he can get it later if he wants.
Yeah, usually when you fill up that first row of hearts, I find that that's kind of the point where, like, okay, maybe I don't have to really go for any more
He's not
hearts.
even bothering with the one that's on the torch there, so...
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm thinking what I'm anticipating from AA maybe is go to North Dark World and then take that all the way over to Catfish, and then do go to the waterfall and the Zora from there, and then he can do the pyramid and the hobo on the way to Pod and Eastern, if there's nothing there.
Yeah, that'd be some really nice routing. Kind of taking advantage of that, having the mirror to go from Catfish straight to Zora. You really planned this out really well.
We'll see if he makes a liar out of me. Oh, he's going straight to Pod area. All right.
Okay.
It also not totally surprising to see AA prioritizing the dungeons over the overworld locations. I do think there's some reason to suspect the Flipper's locations on the overworld, though, since Swamp has given us nothing other than, the crystal.
Yeah. In terms of doing kind of the follow the breadcrumb strategy, like we did get the Flippers in logic right after the mirror, so you'd think that from that we'd be able to get the next item, but...
Oh, is he just doing Egina here? Or not Egina, Sahasra? He might just be doing this.
Maybe.
I guess he didn't come in the Dark World, so...
Oh yeah, he just made a mirror spot. I think he is probably gonna... Or no, okay, he's going to Eastern next. Or...
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, he
okay.
left the portal there. Okay.
I see. Interesting.
Okay, so now he's going to do kind of what you were talking about.
He's going to do the hobo and then the pyramid and then probably go to Catfish from there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's just not prioritizing the Northern Dark World stuff. So we've got kind of simultaneous hobo checks here. And they'll both be rewarded highly with the 5 arrow upgrade.
Okay, so yeah, he is doing hobo, now he's going to go up to do the pyramid check, or just... Oh yeah, pyramid, then Catfish, then Zora. Maybe even the mushroom along the way, since he hasn't done that yet.
Oh, is he gonna... He hasn't even checked
Oh,
Bunko yet?
yeah, he hasn't. He'll get one of the bottles in here, but that's about it.
Yeah, we haven't seen the front of Escape yet from either
Nope.
player.
You're right,
So
we haven't.
he's probably going to be doing that right here. This makes a ton of sense. This is something that I had kind of blanked on. Still could have been incorporated either way, but...
Yeah, I'm really digging a lot, like, the routing that he's done here, like, just going from the hobo up to here to do the Hyrule Castle escape, then to do the pyramid, then to go up the catfish, then to go Zora.
Yeah.
Just, see, it's like he planned this, but in Randomizer you can't really plan until you're actually playing the scene.
Well, you get put in situations a number of times, and then when situations are similar enough to things that you've done before, then
Right.
you kind of account for them that way. So it looks like the front of Escape wasn't even on Hippo's mind there. But he's gonna head up right up to Catfish and Zora. So AA already has the map, and he's got the small key. So everything that's left in Hyrule Castle is an item.
Mm-hmm.
There's the two back here, and then there's the one in the dark in the sewers. I don't know if he's gonna do the dark chest right now, but there we have the mitts on the catfish.
I was just watching a race right before this race that had the same item in the same place.
Oh yeah, yep, same one I was talking about there. Got the shovel in the waterfall. I wonder if that'll lead to anything. Just $50 in the Zelda cell there. Doesn't look like AA is going to do the dark chest yet. I can understand not prioritizing it. Takes a little longer to check it in the dark, especially with no fire out or anything.
Trying to maybe stay on logic too, just to maybe draw out a lamp or something.
So are we going to see an Ice Pals play by Hippo here, maybe?
This one, we could, like, seriously see any sort of play from him, because literally everything is
yeah, you might as well
open.
head to Meyer and see what medallion you need, I guess.
Yeah.
The trouble with Meyer is you don't have a lamp, and you don't have a fire rod for the torches on the left if you need them. It looked like it was Bombos, right?
Yeah, it looked like either... Oh, no, it looked like either Ether or Bombos, but chat's saying Ether, so I guess it was Ether.
It was Ether. All right.
Okay. Okay, so Meyer is not going to be in his immediate future, but he's probably going to go at some point back up to Turtle Rock to at least get the medallion and get Dark Death Mountain cleared out as well.
Man, at this point, if I'm going up there, I would be poking into Turtle Rock myself.
Mm-hmm.
See if the bow or fire rod is in there. Because if you get blocked by the fire rod in Turtle Rock, it usually happens pretty quickly, and it's not that long of a check.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely a reason why I often tell or encourage people to make that check, because if you do need fire rod early, if the big key is in that early section, you can't get very far, and it's not checking that many things, and you can usually find some kind of value in that case.
Yeah, so AA gets his mitts. We'll see what choices he makes once he gets a lecture from Zora here. Yeah, they need a fire source for multiple reasons, so... Ooh, half magic in the first chest of ice. That's a welcome sight.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Unfortunately, it's not too helpful on Cold Stare when you don't have the fire rod. And Hippo does not have tempered, so unless he gets a sword upgrade here, he's just going to be dealing with either Master Sword or hammer strats on the Cold Stare blobs. Oh. Alright, A heads right into Ice Palace. Didn't even give Myra a check first. I guess he knows where all the medallions are, so it doesn't change his go mode.
Yeah.
He just needs to check Myra before he heads up to Death Mountain. We do have all of Dark Death Mountain open to us here, so those six chests on the outside.
If anything, it'd almost be a good play to go check Dark Death Mountain first, because if you think that, oh, well, Meyer could be Quake, I can just wait to check Meyer when or not Quake, Ether. If I can just go ahead and pick up Ether and then just check all of Meyer in one fell swoop.
Yeah. That's kind of a hard to say what takes longer, to go all the way through Hookshot Cave and come out and mirror and stuff, or just to travel to Meyer one extra time.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're both not long, but they take a little bit of time.
Lots of different things to think about.
AA is not bomb jumping here. I guess he will bomb jump if he's in go mode, but if he's planning on a full clear, then maybe passing up.
Yeah, chat's saying, since you have the red cane, full clearing ice, and if you are full clearing ice, not doing the bomb jump is not really that much of a big deal.
No. I think it still might be a little faster.
Yeah, maybe a little. It's
if you do the other bomb jumps afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we've seen anything in ice yet. There's a lamp.
Okay.
Alright, that's our fire source that we need. So desert is now completable. And of course it also makes the dark rooms a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure. Like you were saying, though, I would like to see a potential Dark Death Mountain check, and maybe even a check in a Turtle Rock, though, before going back to Meyer, maybe, but again, hard to say.
Well, I mean, once you have Ether now, Meyer is fully completable.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not ideally completable for Hippo because he's only got the Master Sword and no bow, so Vitreous, just like Cold Stare here, could take a little bit. Hippo does have a fairy in a bottle, at least. I don't know what else he might have, so he's got some good safeties here, along with the 12 hearts and blue mail. Alright, so let's see what Hippo does now with his lamp in hand.
Oh,
Gonna go finish desert, it looks like.
Yep. That looks to be the play.
I think I would have gone in his position. I think going up to Death Mountain first and getting that ether would have been probably a little better move.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Try to finish this all together. Hey, making use of his cape. That is a way that you can use your magic, your half magic that you got on Cold Stare.
Yeah, if you don't have that fire rod, may as well use that extra magic to good use, especially if you have Tempered Sword.
Yeah, AA is a big proponent of cape strats. I don't think he pretends to have top tier execution, but he knows if cape can make a boss fight faster and maybe a little easier, he's not going to shy away from it in the name of pride or anything like that.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good way to look at it for sure.
Alright, so AA is going to go and get the news on ether being required. So Hippo doesn't have Fire Rod, Ice Rod, or Bow here. He's just going to have to use Master Sword. He could use the hammer if he wanted, but...
Yeah, a small moving hitbox like that does make that a little harder to do, but it would do the most damage at this point.
Yeah, well, it'd be equivalent to a Master Sword spin, but the Master Sword strikes. This is probably his best option, really, considering the speed at which he can give out those swings.
I'd agree with that.
We see AA is going to go ahead and finish off Desert right away, too. Ooh, a green rupee. Both being highly rewarded again.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about Pedestal until we find the Ice Rod, though. Or the Fire Rod. The Fire Rod and the Ice Rod can both be in GT, so... Hippo is gonna go ahead up to Dark Death Mountain, though. Looks like he missed the hookshot dash there. Alright, this will be an exciting check.
Yep, 6 new items, an Ether Medallion, and then also a Turtle Rock potential check. Although, checking won't be a big deal since they'll have all 3 medallions anyway.
Right, well, by a check, I thought you meant maybe going inside of it.
Oh, that's true, yeah. That will be on the table as well.
I would think that it would be quite the play to not go to Turtle Rock at this point. I don't know what else you would even do. Yeah, well, that's not true. You just need the bow. They just need the bow, don't they?
Yes, pretty much.
Oh, so maybe going back to Meyer is the right play. Because the bow can easily be in Meyer. Oh. Alright, A is right behind Hippo here. We did get a red mail. That's always nice. Hippo's not checking the chest first. I think that would probably be a little faster, but...
I think he just wants to grab this and then jump on down from the island once he gets it.
Maybe he's not even going to check Hookshot Cave. I don't know.
At this point, I would, just because you're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way faster than checking the chests in Meyer, that's for sure, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just trying to maybe give a reason for the order of doing things, but...
I gotcha.
The 4th bottle.
Yeah, nothing
And
here.
yep. Whew. Man, Turtle Rock is right there.
I think he's going to.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yep,
He's
he
going.
is.
He's doing it. Wow. So no Fire Rod. Like I was saying before, it's going to be blocked pretty quickly if it's blocked by Fire Rod. So this isn't that bad of a check. But
Yeah.
if the keys just happen to be laid out correctly and there's nothing in here, then it could be a miserable time waste, especially since he doesn't have the Fire Rod and he's got Master Sword, so all the Pokies are going to be a huge pain to deal with.
It would be so nice if just like the first chest was the bow, and then just like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm going.
Yeah. I think at this point, Hippo needs. Oh, AA is not going into Turtle Rock.
Ooh, okay.
So Hippo really needs this, mostly because
Ooh.
AA has. Okay, so nothing there. AA is not missing out. AA's already got the tempered sword, and that's a big advantage for the end game here. It's sure looking like the bow is probably gonna be right here. Oh, is Hippo gonna go do the Hera basement too? Oh man. All right. If this is the bow, that would be pretty big for Hippo.
Its basement has decided races in the past, so.
Oh yeah. I wonder if he'll also maybe do the dark chest and escape right away. There is an item there. I don't know that. You think there's any reason why either of these runners should feel ahead or behind?
I don't know. It's really hard to say at this point. I'd say maybe AA feels a little good that he got the tempered sword out of the Batcave.
Yeah, that's definitely a boost to anyone's confidence right there. Oh, there's the big key. I think if I'm AA, I go straight to the boss. You have to go straight to the boss. And then come back in if Vitreous doesn't drop the bow. Although, it'd be nice to have the bow for Vitreous, but at the same time, it's not a huge deal when you've got Tempered and the cape.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know that I am a fan of this order here.
No, chat. Pedestal has still not been checked, but as we stated earlier, there's probably not going to worry about Pedestal until Fire Rod and Ice Rod are picked up, because then at that point, you could just go in those dungeons with the mindset of, okay, well, I have to complete these now.
So AA is gonna go ahead and do the big chest, and then the other small chest over here. I'd have to think that he's gonna go to the boss before doing the vanilla big key chest. There's the bow. All right.
Okay.
Shows what I know. You win this time, AA, and most times. Well, that's go mode, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The one thing that could not make it go mode is, again, if right side of Ganon's tower is required and they don't
Man.
know the
I
lamp strats for
I
that
am
room.
hoping that right side is required and neither of them knows the strat, and they have to try to learn it on the fly.
That would be interesting. But I'd say yeah, like 95% go mode, as Chad is saying, something like that.
I kind of know the strat, but I don't know exactly how to set up that bomb jump or anything.
Yeah. Logically, they are not in go mode, but I'd say they are at this point. They're gonna be going through these dungeons, I imagine. Oh wow, and Hippo
Hippo is doing the gamble,
contested.
and this is gonna cost Hippo because again he's just got the Master Sword.
Right.
Wow. No, I don't think AA knows the right side strat. We talked about this.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that is what'll happen now too, honestly, because that would be entertaining to watch for sure.
Like there's a similar strat that you can do in Skullwoods. It like an entrance randomizer if the fire rod isn't required to open the back of Skullwoods.
Right.
But the right side of Ganon's tower is just a whole different beast, and it having to make the horizontal bomb jump on the man, Hippo's using the bombs. Jeez, this is just kind of
Okay, he is switching to Kate now, though.
Control here a little bit. So how many chests in Pod and Eastern do you open, just in case the fire rod is over here?
It's definitely a case where if you're going through a room that has a chest, like look at that one. Like I think there's one chest that you pass by. Actually, there'll be two, because I imagine for Pod they're gonna go to the left side first, get that key. If there's a key, gonna keep on continuing from there. Actually, I guess they could just go straight to the arrow room too, but I don't know. Tough call, actually.
So Hippo has to go back in here, and
yeah,
he didn't get either item, so you'd certainly expect him to go back in.
Okay, so yeah, A is going to pick up this chest, mirror out.
We'll see which direction he goes from here. If I am in go mode Pod, basically, I'll go like straight to the back as soon as possible to just try to get as many chests as quickly as possible to find the big key. Because normal strat for Pod, you want to try to make sure that you have the big key before you head to the back, so you don't end up having to go back to the back of Pod twice just to get the big chest.
Definitely.
But where you're not so worried about the big chest, heading straight to the back is a good strat, because there's more chests back there with a good chance of having the big key in them. Note that in the newer logics, like this one, every chest is equally likely to have the big key in it. That can have the big key anyway. Hippo's not going to go south, is he? Oh man, he's going to go south too.
Oh no.
This Meyer is just going from bad to worse for him. So there's the compass. He still hasn't found the big key. Oh, he's got these downstairs chests yet.
And without the fire rod, he's gonna have to use the lantern and push all these blocks.
Alright, so AA got his big key in the basement down there, and now he's gonna head straight to the boss. Hey, maybe Helmasaur will drop the fire rod. Who knows?
He could.
It wouldn't be the first time I've seen him drop the fire rod.
Yeah.
Maybe Hippos practiced the right side lampless strats, or not lampless, but the fire rodless strats.
Yeah.
Or maybe he'll find the fire rod somehow in a place that AA doesn't find it.
Oh, and he's going over to this side now.
Yeah, this is fine. It's hard to say what's really faster there. I don't know.
Oh, right. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was in the torch room. My bad. Or not the torch room, the other peg room. You're right. It's in here. There we go.
Yeah, so like I was saying, maybe Hippo knows how to do the right side of Ganon's tower, or maybe he finds the fire rod, and that maybe the big key in Ganon's tower is on the right side. So that's like his only real hope at this point, other than AA just screwing up terribly somehow. Or I don't even know if like a tile room gamble would be enough in Ganon's tower at this point. Hippo's still gotta get into pod, let alone complete it.
Yeah, get into it, find the big key, complete it. Yeah, and again with that tempered sword, that's just closing. Like that's furthering the distance even more too.
Yeah, that was such a huge break for AA.
Mm-hmm.
Something he's probably a bit of a favorite in this matchup to begin with. That's something you just don't need going in your favor as being a favorite to start with. So I don't think switching to silvers is really worth it if you've got tempered or gold sword. You just need to hit them with a total of 4 swings of tempered, or 1 spin and 2 swings.
Mm-hmm.
And gold is just 2 swings. Let's see what Hippo's strat here is.
Okay,
Like
he is still checking chests for the fire rod just in case.
Oh no, AA needs the big key in Eastern, so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I'm so used to seeing people just come back to this later that it's like, oh right, they didn't do this early.
Yeah, nope. This is our first peek at Eastern. Very efficient seed here. Notice the time. Yeah, definitely sub 130 on pace for it. Looking like a 50-50 chance that we're gonna have to go to the vanilla big key chest here, though.
Yes, Chet, they did dip into Skull Woods. Skull Woods had absolutely nothing.
All right, so Hippo's hope right here, it has to be that he finds the fire rod like in one of these 2 chests.
That's right.
What would be even better? Fire rod and oh, there it is!
Oh my god!
And a sword right here. Okay, that would have been the other thing that would have really helped him out. But okay, so now he needs to hope for a right side big key in Ganon's tower. There's only a 4 out of 22 chance that it's going to be over there. That it's going to be relevant, but man,
yeah. Ooh.
I don't think AA has ever practiced it, the right side Ganon's tower without torch or the fire rod. Sorry.
Oh, well, you better hope that big key is not in those 4 chests over there, then.
This is just a pretty unusual circumstance to even come about, but
Yeah.
Alright, so Hippo is still over all of Eastern behind here.
All of Eastern behind, and all of any potential, like, sword.
Oh, hey, we're heading to
Oh, that's right.
then. Go ahead and get your guess in for where you think the big key in Ganon's tower is. Pick a number between 1 and 22. It may or may not be the chest you're thinking of, depending on the order that AA actually checks things. He's a proponent of going to left side as soon as possible generally, but even more so today since he doesn't have the fire rod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Anyone who has sub to any of the speed gaming channels or cheered at least 250 on any of the speed gaming channels gets their guess counted officially. I don't know all the other commands.
I don't actually know him either.
Is it just stop?
There
There are people in the chat who do know.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's someone in the chat who can help us out.
Alright. Let's let One Hive get his guess in. We gotta stop it here.
Okay, there is a small key over there, but
Alright. So we're up to 3 chests, or locations checked now. Man, I wonder how nervous AA is about the no fire rod thing.
if he doesn't know, like you said, he doesn't. Like, yeah, that's probably like weighing on his mind right now for sure.
I don't know for sure if he knows, but
Okay.
I doubt it.
Okay, up through 7 now.
So we've got 15 spots left. That we're up to do a 4 in 15 chance that fire rod is going to come into play here. Oh, we're at 8 actually. This is 9 right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not number 9.
Was that 4 pieces of heart? I was.
I don't. There were a lot of them.
Yeah, there was definitely several there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Man, so there are only 4 spots left on the left side.
Yeah, Hippo's still checking a few locations to maybe draw out a sword upgrade. I can understand that. Gonna be checking any room that has a chest in, I imagine.
Right. He's got to think that there's probably going to be one in GT, but it could be in Turtle Rock or something at this point. Oh, AA doesn't have powder, and he doesn't have the mushroom anymore, since I believe he turned it in, didn't he? Or maybe he didn't turn it in. Oh, he did turn it in. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have the powder, so he can't do the fake powder glitch anymore. Or he doesn't have the mushroom to do fake powder. And he doesn't have powder to do real powder.
Well, both of them are fighting the Armos Knights right now.
Simultaneous Armos fights.
Different locations, but still.
Alright, what do we got here? Red rupee, red rupee, red rupee. Oh no! Oh my goodness!
Tile room.
This is huge. We got tile room left. Yep, that's true.
But it's 4 locations versus the one in tile room though, so.
And if Hippo goes right immediately, then the tile room could give Hippo a little bit of time to catch up here. Is he gonna do it? Yeah, he's got to turn. You got to just let the bunny beam hit you. There's no way really around it if you don't have the powder. Now, why is he not doing the cape strats? Put on the cape and pull on the wall. It's the way to go. AA has to be nervous. I don't know that. I don't. There could be some chance he's tried this. I don't know if anyone ever watches him.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I know people watch him, but more than me. Small key. All right.
Oh my god. Okay.
Here it is. Let's see what he knows.
Does he know it? Will he learn it?
You got to go in this top room first. That is the strat. So you start by going in the top room, and then you're gonna go down, and you have to bomb jump to the torch at the bottom, and then you have to light all the other torches in. And having the boots certainly helps. Yeah, push that block ahead of time. That's a good idea. All right, let's see this. This is insane right here. Oh, that. Oh my god.
Oh man.
That fireball statue is just. That's out of control. Wow. And you got the wall master to deal with.
And he is in Ganon's tower now. Oh
So-
no, he fell again.
AA does still have the tempered sword
Yes,
advantage
he
here.
does.
Even if he takes a while to get this.
Oh no, Hippo's going left.
Hippo's going left immediately?
Yep.
Oh, I bet he's going to do the, what's called the Dark Magician route.
Yeah, he might, but like, yes.
If you start by going left, you're almost certainly doing some sort of modified route, because you're not going to skip those 2 easy chests on the right away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this is ridiculous. I don't envy this position at all.
Yeah, definitely not. I understand, like, trying to take the risk, though, because, I mean, it is only 4 chests out of the 22, but, just very unfortunate that this happened the way it did.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think it's, like, a risk that Hippo wasn't willing to take either, because I'm sure that he wouldn't have kept digging for the fire rod if he could find it. It was just, a lucky circumstance of the route that he took.
A does have more time now, because it looks like Hippo is going left side, unless this is still part of the... No.
Yeah,
okay, he's going.
I don't know. Maybe he'll go down to random. Come back. He got it!
Okay, so you got this part down.
Yeah, he's gotta clutch it out from here, because otherwise he's got to do that bomb jump again. So let's see. Oh God, get in the door! He made it! Oh my word!
Okay, okay. If Hippo did take right side though.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, if Hippo went right side, this would be super close for sure.
Yeah, and as you pointed out, the tempered sword would have easily gotten AA back close and probably back in the lead at some point. But yeah, like
yeah, it might have come down to the Ganon fight that way though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Master Sword Silver Ganon is, I'd say it's even significantly slower than the Tempered Sword Silver Ganon.
Yeah, Silverless.
Well, they have silver. They both have silver.
Yeah, I know. But what do you think is faster, Master Sword Silvers or Tempered Sword Silverless?
That's probably still Master Sword, because again, like, just yeah.
And I don't know if Hippo was even thinking about the fact that, you know, he had that fire rod, and maybe AA didn't have the fire rod, and he should have taken advantage of that. But
yeah,
maybe he didn't even think about the fact that he picked it up, and that's why he went left first. I don't know. Like, does he know he has the fire rod?
I'd hope so.
Yeah, probably. Also, this back of behind the ice armos is ridiculous. The 3 red rupees.
Oh yeah, that was definitely something.
Is he gonna do the tile room? Okay, he's not, at least not stopping for that. So I don't expect AA to stop for any chests. He might stop for the well, I'm not sure what his health situation is here. He does have a fairy in a bottle, I know, but I don't know if he has anything beyond that. Like, I would grab the chest in hopes that a heart piece is in one, because he probably has 3 heart pieces right now.
I remember there was a blue bottle in Hookshot Cave. I don't know.
Yeah, he used that. He used that
okay.
when he was trying to set up that bomb jump.
Oh, right. Then no, I think it's just the fairy.
Yeah, he's got to go down here and light this one as well. So, just some more fun.
Thankfully, though, this is not as bad as what the other lamp torch puzzle.
No wall masters, conveyor belts, fireballs shooting at you.
No bomb jumps required.
Yeah. Oh, now AA has to do the big reach with the lamp here. Oh, no problem. Let's see if he opens these chests. Nope.
Yeah, after spending all that time on that one room, I don't see him checking any chests now.
He's just picking up the heart. Oh, he's gonna pick up the magic too. He's I bet he opens the validation chest. So, piece of heart would be about the best thing that could be in there for him. Excluding the gold sword.
And it'll probably end up being the ice. No, it'll be the powder. Just because he got the sword without. Oh no.
Oh, he missed the hookshot clip through the block there. Not enough that's gonna make a difference in the end of this. Uh-oh. My dog's not happy. I think because he's missing the end of this race.
Yeah, I'd be frustrated too to miss an ending like this.
So AA should be in fine shape here because he's got cape and he's gonna make use of it.
Mm-hmm. And even if like something unfortunate were to happen, he still has that fairy too as backup in worst case scenario.
Yeah, he already switches to the cape. And the AA is getting a very favorable spawn from Ganon here.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he could have done with one less spin there and maybe equipping the cape first. Yeah, he still had that fairy left. There was the fairy in a bottle long time ago. That was in the back of his cape, actually.
Yep, that's correct.
Now, Hippo's still farming for a sword upgrade here. Doesn't find one. So he's gonna have to deal with the...
Master Sword with Ganon.
Yeah, the Master Sword strat. I was just watching AA and
I got
switching to the hook shot. I think I would have rather seen him like light the torch and then switch to the hook shot. But getting torch glitch on Ganon's not so important when you have silvers, but it is nice when you don't have the fire rod.
Right.
Just takes it nice and easy and finishes him off. Oof. And Hippo's made it all the way up to egging him too, but yeah. Still gonna have to go through the Master Swords Silvers Ganon fight here.
Yeah.
Wow. What a crazy race that was.
Yeah, if Hippo made that right side call, it would have been so close. Like, so close. Yep, AA finishes with a time of 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 43 seconds.
I think I want to maybe try to let Hippos finish here before we bring them in for an interview.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh. Also, we're supposedly having some sort of special announcement / reveal happening after this race. So, even more to stick around for besides hearing AA talk about how he was not prepared for doing that
Yeah.
fire rodless. Oh! Powder was at the pedestal.
Oh, wow. Of course it was. Of course it was.
Hippo is like not facing away from Ganon when he's trying to charge his sword swings here, and he's canceling the sword swings on Ganon. There we go. So he had that really good Ganon spawn to start, but wasn't able to take advantage of it, and now he's getting bad spawns from him. You want Ganon to spawn exactly one tile away from the edge so that you can trap yourself between him and the wall. And then you can get in double sword spins. Now see, right here is perfect. You can go right behind him and get stuck between him and the wall. You'd have to equip the cape again, though. He shouldn't be worried about his magic too much, but I guess he just wants to play it safe. It's all... He probably realizes that he has lost the race at this point, regardless, so...
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can definitely see like just the difference between Tempered Sword and Master Sword when it comes to this fight. Just having to do all the sword spins just takes significantly more time and more hits just to get through that first two phases.
Man, that powder at the pedestal is just too good.
Yeah.
With the sequence break that AA did, yeah, that's almost like a vanilla pedestal there in a sense, because it just led directly to a sword.
Mm-hmm. The question of that other sword is still out there, but that's probably like in Turtle Rock or something.
Alright, let's see if we can get these guys in here. By the way, AA's official SRL time was 1 hour 33 minutes and 43 seconds, and Hippo's was 1 hour 38 minutes and 12 seconds. So about 4.5 minutes between them. We got AA here. Pull him in. Hello, AA.
Hey, Coper. Did he find a fire rod?
Yes, he did.
It was amazing. As you guys were going into like Palace of Darkness, I said exactly what needed to happen in order to make it a competitive race, and it happened.
So I'm guessing the fire rod was in pod.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the most likely place for it to be, really.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was in those the bow black chests on the right. But let's see if we can get
Hippo has actually declined the interview.
Oh, he's not coming in. But man, I hope he I hope he watches it or something to see how ridiculous that situation was. But yeah, have you done that bomb jump before?
I have done that bomb jump exactly once in my life, and you just saw it.
Wow.
I had strong doubts that you had ever practiced that because, you know, just recently you were learning like the bomb jumps in ice and stuff. So that one's a little lower on the list.
That is... I honestly don't know if I would have finished this race if I didn't have a red shield.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
Between the conveyor belt and the fireballs and the wall masters, there's just
like the fireballs really the problem. Like, the conveyor doesn't really matter because you can get snagged on the wall, and the wall master is about the same thing as the wall master and the Skull Woods bomb jump that we use in entrance.
Yeah.
So he's pretty easy to avoid. The fireball, though, is a huge problem.
Yeah.
As I learned just a couple minutes ago.
Right. Right. And probably one of the biggest things that gave you an advantage in this race. Do you know what it was?
It was the tempered sword from doing fake powder.
Yes.
When magic powder was on the pedestal.
It was.
Yeah.
All right. He turned in his mushroom immediately. He didn't have the cane as early as you did. So I think he turned in his mushroom before he even had the cane. So fake powder wasn't even on the table for him.
I'm just going to throw it out there. This seed was blowing my mind in the first, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I was, 3 or 4 items from go mode 15 minutes in.
Right.
And then I full cleared the world looking for mitts, and then the rest was pretty matter of course. Until the fire rod issue.
Right.
Just to paint a little picture here, when you, as you were attempting the bomb jump in that torch room, he was entering Ganon's tower at that point, but he unfortunately opted to choose to go left side as well instead of just straight right side, and there was the key right there too, so he had that option, and it would have been really, really close if he chose to go right side.
See, I don't know if I'd use the word unfortunately to describe that.
Oh.
Unfortunate for him.
For him, fair, yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen anyone use that exact route before, at least not in a very long time, because either you check the right 2 chests and then you go left, or you go left and then at some point you maybe mirror back and go to the right side. But he just went immediately to the left side and then never went to the right side until he had full cleared through the ice armors, I believe, right? He did check the first 2 right chests. Okay, then never mind.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty ordinary route then.
Yeah,
right.
Normal route.
What you described, I don't think is that bad. It's just really unusual, and boy, it'll kill you if the big key's in those first 2 chests.
I just missed him opening those first 2 chests because of the excitement with you doing the fire rod list, probably. But yeah, man, because he was. The other thing that hurt him, you guys were going to Mire at about the same time, right? And
yeah.
I said in your situation with the tempered sword, I thought it was a better play, considering where you got the big key, to go straight to the boss. And you had the cape and the tempered sword. That'd be enough to deal with Vitreous. Maybe the bow's at Vitreous. Maybe you don't have to do anything else. Did you give that any consideration?
I gave it a moment's consideration, but I didn't do that for 2 reasons.
Okay.
For one, since the bow was the item I was looking for and it saves time on Vitreous, there's extra value versus if I was looking for, say, a hook shot.
Right.
Even though I did have the equipment, I wasn't scared of Vitreous no matter what. Why would I be scared of anything in such a lovely place as Misery Mire? But then the other issue was that, that first couple of rooms are kind of slow, and I knew as long as I skipped the 1 chest that I was pretty likely to be able to just knock those out real fast. And I knew, Vitreous had a reasonably high chance of being small key. Because, unlike most dungeons, Vitreous isn't stacked toward items, it's the 2 chests on the left that are.
Mm-hmm.
When I found the net in that first one, I was like, well, for one, I'm sure this is the item Twitch chat wanted to see most. For 2, probably map or compass in that other chest down there. Let's check the rest of these and go toward Vit.
Yeah. Yeah, so you would have skipped the other left side chest if you hadn't gotten the item.
Yeah, I would have skipped it, fought Vitreous. Well, here's what I was banking on. Because once I opened that last chest, I was going to see what I was still missing. If I was missing just the item and a key, I was going to go straight to that chest on the left because I know Vitreous had a key. If I was missing an item and the compass, I would have gone straight to Vitreous on the 50-50 that he was the item and not the compass. But the bow was in the big chest, and then I really didn't care what was where.
Right. Yeah. So Kippo actually did go straight to the boss in Meyer, but he only had the Master Sword, so his victorious fight was much slower than yours, and then he had to go back in, and then when he went back in, he did the full left side, including the vanilla big key location, before he went to the right. So, yeah, that sequence of events put him like almost a full dungeon behind by the time he got to Pod.
You said we entered Meyer at about the same time. Were we actually about on parity entering Meyer then? Or had I done something he hadn't? Other than tempered, of course.
No, I mean you were just both looking for the bow.
Yeah, that's all it was at that point. Both of you just looking for the bow and hopefully the fire rod.
Yeah, that was some kind of a situation.
Yeah.
But hey, I got to learn something new. As I know we had a scare in one of the Swiss matches where Frame almost was going to do that bomb jump and then found the big key in the tile room. Has anyone this tournament actually had to do that bomb jump yet?
Not that I can recall.
I mean, I haven't watched a majority of the races, so I can't say, but it was certainly a very remarkable situation, especially with the fact that Hippo was behind and found that fire rod, and had he gone right side, it would have been very close. Like, he might have taken the lead on you going upstairs, but I think you probably would have overtaken him through the tempered sword by the time you got to Ganon fight.
Though I did definitely lose some time on Ganon for not having fire rod.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't very clean.
I mean, I guess I could have just waited for Torch Glitch instead of taking the first silver shot.
Yeah.
If he'd been at the bottom at the start, I could have done both, but he was at the top.
Yeah. So, do you plan on implementing these pure luck strats of finding things in all of your tournament races this week?
Yeah. In theory, I think I have a tournament race for a different game Thursday, but the guy I'm playing didn't put it on the schedule. I thought he was going to. I don't know. Seems like a dubious character.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust him either. But we'll get it up there. I have important basketball to watch that night too. So, but. It'll happen. AA and I have a big Zelda 1 randomizer race later this week, so that'll be fun. Anyway, I think we have an important, I don't know how important it is. It's an announcement / reveal. Maybe it's very unimportant. I don't know. Stick around and you determine its importance yourself. So we have some sort of thing coming up from the admins of the tournament and Link to the Past community. So I think we'll hand it over to them. Any final words from AA on that seed, or?
No, I honestly think that seed kind of spoke for itself.
Yeah.
It was remarkable.
Oh, it's not a Link to the Past announcement, and it's an SNES announcement though. So, if you're interested in that, definitely check it out because
it seems tangentially related. All right, well, it's a SNES thing. So, well, let's give it over to Fiesel and his crew and check out this announcement. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I'm sure there'll be. I think there's more races later tonight, right? Maybe.
Not for the main tournament. As far as secondary, there is one secondary race currently going on. I think no, never mind.
I guess.
There is. Yeah.
It looks like the next main tournament race is approximately 12 hours from right now. Well, 11 hours from right now. So, wake up early, those of you in the US, if you want to watch them. Link to the past randomizer with your breakfast. But
Definitely. And also, major thanks to Raspberry Floof for being the tracker for this race. And of course, Feasel for always being the amazing restreamer that he always is. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for commentating this race with me, Jay Coper. It was a lot of fun, very fun seed to watch. And as always, good game to both of our runners as well. It was very fun, very entertaining. Definitely give him a follow whenever you get the chance.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Well, stick around for the announcement. We'll see you all soon.
See you later.